Hello everyone. Today we're going to start a new chapter, and today's chapter name is integers. So we'll be discussing what are integers, what are the different types of integers, how to represent them on a number line, along with that some of its properties as well. So let us begin. What are integers? So before we introduce ourselves with the term called integer. First of all, we should have some prerequisite knowledge which we have gained already in our earlier classes or in the lower classes. So as we know, the number system can be divided into different types of numbers, such as the natural numbers, the whole numbers. So this thing we have already come across. So first of all, let us recap those things. So it will help us to understand the term called integers. So first of all comes the natural numbers. We all know the counting numbers. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these are called natural numbers. Then when we add the number or the digit, you can say 0 to these natural numbers, the number system changes to whole numbers. So whole numbers is nothing but those are natural numbers along with 0 added to it. Now there are something called positive numbers as well as negative numbers. So first of all, let us see what are positive numbers. Those numbers which are greater than 0 are called positive numbers. Pretty obvious. Now next comes the negative numbers. Those numbers which are less than 0 are called negative numbers. Now if you see carefully, the number systems that we have come across earlier didn't have this thing called negative numbers, because whenever we consider the natural numbers or the whole numbers, we don't discuss about something called negative numbers. So basically what we can say is that the natural numbers and the whole numbers are all positive numbers. Clear? Now, what if we have to deal with these negative numbers? Then this number system, such as the natural numbers or the whole numbers, cannot deal with it. So we need a new type of number system. So here comes the need of what we know as integers. So integers are basically the collection of both these positive and the negative numbers along with 0. So we can say that positive numbers are nothing but those whole numbers and the natural numbers, and the negative numbers as well. So all together as a collection, if we deal with the number system, then such a number system is called as the integers. So integers can be divided into two types, that is the positive integers and the negative integers. Clear? So we'll see that in the upcoming slide. So I hope this much is clear to you. Now moving on, how do we represent the integers on a number line? Now if you have to represent the integers on a number line, how can we do that? Just like we have already discussed in the earlier chapters how to represent the numbers on a number line. So similar to that, we now will represent the integers on a number line. So the integers are represented on a number line as follows. So let us see that. So this is the number line, you can see, and they are divided, you can say divided actually into two parts. One is the negative integers, another is the positive integers, and in between them there is the neither positive nor negative integer, that is 0. So why this differentiation is done, or why this separation is done? Because their characteristics is different. So as a result of which we can separate them into these two types. So let us see their characteristics now. Now the negative integers, if you see carefully, they are represented on the left hand side or the left side of 0. while the positive integers are represented on the right side of 0. Always, this always happens. We cannot represent this positive on the left hand side or the negative on the right hand side. No. The negative integers will always be on the left hand side of the 0, and the positive integers will be always on the right hand side of the 0. Clear? Now, if we see carefully again, that when this negative integers start, from where it starts? It starts from -1. That means all these negative integers starts from the left hand side of 0, and as we move gradually towards the left, as we go on towards the left, then we see that the value of that digit decreases. That means 0, okay, 0 is as it is. Then we move to the left, that is -1. Then again to the left -2. Then again to the left -3. Again to the left -4. So as soon as we move, the number which is on the left side, its value, or the digit which is on the left side, its value decreases in case of negative integers. That is, when we move from -1 to -2, the value of -2 is less than that of -1. Again, when we move to the left, that is -3, the value of -3 is less than that of -2. Clear? So as we shift towards the left, the value of that integer, that is negative integer, decreases. Similarly, on the positive side, the case is totally different. Here, as we shift towards the right hand side, since all the positive integers are on the right hand side, so as we shift towards the right, the value increases here. That is, from 0 to 1, 1's value is greater than 0. Then from 1 to 2, 2's value is greater than 1. From 2 to 3, 3's value is greater than 2. From 3 to 4, 4's value is greater than 3. So in this way, the value of the digit increases. So here the case is totally different than that of the negative integers. Clear? Now, as we know, 0 is neither a positive nor negative integer. So we cannot consider it on any of the side. It is in the middle, just like in the border. So we cannot consider it on any of the side. So I hope this is clear to you, the representation, as well as today's class. What are integers and how do we classify those integers? What are some of the characteristics of integers shown on the number line? So I hope this is clear to you, today's class. So for today, this much only. So next class we'll be discussing further on the integers. So that's it then for today. Thank you and have a nice day.